Hey scrubbers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Off the Board, and it is Saturday, so we're doing a scrap lift, and I had the layout at the beginning of the video. This is one from my Pinterest board, and it's by one of the team members from the Hip Kit. I believe it's Carrie Baldwin is the name, and it'll pop up in the corner as well, but that is the scrap lift that I'm going to create, and I'm playing with products from Rosie's Studio, and I am using the Wildwood collection, and so I have a piece of navy cardstock from their cardstock pack, and then I have several papers that I've cut in various sizes from the 6x6 collection, from that Wildwood collection, and to several of the pattern papers I cut them all at about 2 inches, and then cut some of the strips in different sizes. And then for the smaller strips I did go ahead and take 3 different punches. I have like a loopy scallop, and then I have a scallop, and then I have another decorative edge. So I have 3 or 4 different punches that I used. And I'm going to create that same kind of design with the pattern papers that Carrie has in her layout, and her papers as well. I don't know if she cut them or if they were like border strips or things that were in the kit that she's using, but I am kind of recreating that with my papers here. To my navy background I did add some white splatters, which I did do that off camera so it would dry. So here is, I'm just laying all of the papers out. A few of them I left just with the cut edge, not a punched edge. And so once I have those laid out, I am going to take embellishments again from that same collection. I'm staying within that same Rosie Studio collection, and I'm just going to create some clusters. I definitely stay true to the sketch in that I'm doing the same thing with the pattern papers. And then I'm going to create 2 clusters on either side of the photo, and then I create a cluster here at the bottom and then one above the photo as well. So I think I stay pretty close. I probably have maybe more embellishing on this layout than is what is in the sketch or in the scrap lift, but I definitely love how it turned out, and I think, like I said, when you look at it, I think it matches pretty well. So I have some of these chipboard word strips that I'm also going to place in this cluster down here on the bottom. And I just have a combination of different florals and some cameras. Most of it is from the ephemera pack that goes with this collection, and I'm just layering up some bits and pieces. Lots of florals. I'm doing a photo from the balcony of our cabin when we were in Tennessee, overlooking the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, and so that is what this picture is from. And so I'm using that title, which I don't have the layout in front of me, and I can't tell what it actually says. I know it says memories something, but that is also from the sort of title pack. It's one of the ephemera packs anyway that is in this collection, and so I pulled that to use for my title. And here I have there was boots attached to one of the floral clusters. I hid the boots and I'm just using the florals at the top, and then these florals that are in the little basket, I'm hiding the basket and just using the florals. That is definitely something you can do if you don't want to have the boots or the basket that's holding the florals. You can hide them and cover them up and then just use the florals themselves, or you can cut them off completely. So don't be afraid to, use your die cuts however you want to use them. There is no right or wrong. I'm also pulling in some woodland kind of creatures that are in this collection into my clusters as well, because again, I'm looking at the mountains, so there's lots of animals and things in those wooded areas, so I felt like they all kind of went. So here you see I've gone off camera, glued everything down, and at this point the layout is pretty much done. There's not much really that I need to do to this. I could call it done right here. I have the title, I have all the embellishing, but I do pull in a couple of these these puffy stickers, not too many of them. The clusters themselves are pretty full, so I'm kind of just playing to see if I really need to add anything. And I think I add like maybe 2 puffy stickers in total on this page. Like I said, it really didn't need it. I had plenty of embellishing on this page. And so I'm just kind of going to play and see if there's anything else. But I think, like I said, I do just add the 2. I add the butterfly and then that other floral. And then out of this pack here, the only thing I do is take all of the circle, they're kind of like enamel dots. They're like puffy dots, I guess you could say. And I use all of the circle ones. So I still have the hearts that are left with this collection, but I use all the circles on this page. And so once those are down, that's pretty much going to do it for this page. I will have in the description box below a link to the playlist, as well as a link to Rosie's studio. You can always use Vanessa 15. It'll be in the description box, and that'll save you a little bit if you want to purchase from Rosie's studio. I will also let you know that in the final photo, I did go ahead and I didn't show this on camera, but as I was looking at this, I really felt like it needed something bordering it. So the final photo, you will see I have gone back and added a white doodly border around the edge. So that is going to do it for this one. And with that, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.